The Hindalco stock took a tumble on Tuesday, and some of the reasons you've probably heard is something to do with its subsidiary Novelis and Bay Minute projects, capex going up, etc. But what is that story all about? We're here to explain what exactly has happened. So Hindalco acquired this company called Novelis. It's an American company in 2007 of May. Novelis is a world leader in aluminum rolling and flat rolled aluminum projects. Now, it's an important part of Hindalco because as of the second quarter of FY24, Novelis' contribution to Hindalco's revenue is 60%, which is why anything that happens to Novelis impacts Hindalco. Now, the Novelis numbers and the quarterly results which were reported on the face of it were pretty good. So why suddenly this concern? It's all about one project of this aluminum company called the Bay Minute project. Now, Novelis is building a recycling and rolling plant in a place called Bay Minette in Alabama, United States of America. This plant will make, of course, aluminum for cans, beverage cans, electric vehicles, etc. It aims to be a carbon neutral project for Scope 1, Scope 2 greenhouse gases. And to this end, they've tied up with a lot of partners, including companies that can provide them renewable energy. It's a large project and one that was expected to contribute a lot to Novelis' revenues. Now, the question is what went wrong? And this is what was revealed in the Novelis con call, in the Novelis quarterly numbers. Number one is costs. This project, which was supposed to cost $2.5 billion, will now cost $4.1 billion. That means an increase of 65%. Now, how does a project become so expensive? The other problem is not just the cost. The project will also be delayed. It will be commissioned in the second half of 2026. That means a 9 to 12 month delay from the initial period. Not only is it expensive, not only will it be delayed, but it's also going to give lower returns. Returns expected on the project have been lowered from mid-teens to double digits. So on either end of that spectrum, from possible 15% to a 10% at the lower level. What the street is not liking is what is between the lines because of these changes. Was there poor planning in the announcement and execution of the project in the first place? Now look at some of the things that the management is saying as reasons for this change in what happens to this Bay Minette project. One is low level of engineering, underestimating civil and construction requirements. And low level of engineering is a term they have used. They also said that there were over-ambitious views on the ability to keep costs low. They go on to say construction near the coast because that's where their project is, and inflation has led to cost increases. Now, this is why there is disappointment with the stock, and CLSA has a report out on it. There are questions about what happens to the debt because there is a higher cost now to this project. CLSA even says that the double-digit growth that they are aiming for is a tough task. But having said that, it is a big project, and once it comes on track, the outlook in the long term for the company may improve.